Alright. See how we're doing. How's your day been? Hopefully not all fluffy and derpy. Hopefully very good and pleasant. Homeowners ordered a bigger front door to the house that you made, so you had to rip wood and make a bigger opening on the main door. Yeah, I would be charging extra too. Why do people not send their frickin' folks, like, what's the word? Measurements! Measure twice, cut once! Don't be like, we bought a door, can you install it? Bitch, this won't fit! I don't see where that's my problem. Hello, sirs. We're very, very derp today. But when I sat down, my brain was like, I feel like drawing clouds. And I'm like, alright, then we definitely gonna draw clouds until Our brain turns into mush. Look at this, look at this. We're making the glow. Sort of like that. It's zoop right through the cloud. Wow. We're the only person who, like, casually sits there looking at freaking stock photos for, like, an hour going, oh, that looks fun. Figure that out. That would work. Oh, that's alright. And then promptly forgets to save all of those things, which would be handy for reference later. Yes, we're waging wow all over. That's too warm. Don't you be too warm.
I don't wanna just get by in life before we die.
Wow.
Only live a single time. No chances to revive.
What's funny is, like, because of how I have my monitors set up to keep my eyes from experiencing too much strain, which, you know, I still don't know if I should be embarrassed by the fact that I totally do that, because I totally do. But it does mean that I don't see the true colors of things. Ever. I actually work on a completely different palette than what I'm painting in. Which, you're really like, wait, why, what? Really? Yes. So, what I see and what is actually created is two totally different pictures, color-wise. And it's hard to explain what the difference is. The colors on my screen are less saturated and more luminescent. Like they have, there's basically what I see here is slightly more grayscale, because the pixels on my screen are a little more active, but on a lower level. Are you colorblind? Actually, no. I have tetrachromia. I have 4 sets of tones because I just couldn't be fucking normal. And yes, this was confirmed by my eye doctor, because he was like, "What do you mean?" Like, I think I have this thing, and he's like, "Well, basically, no one has it. You'd have to have." I'm like, "Okay, so this is a specific genetic makeup. My father is colorblind. My grandmother is colorblind," and he's like, "On your father's side." I'm like, "Yep." And he's like, "Fuck, that's literally the thing that needs to happen." Okay. He's like, "So we're gonna do the colorblind test on you," which you've probably done before. And he's like, "What number is this?" I'm like, "It's equally these two numbers." And he's like, "Equally?" I'm like, "It's equally, like," I can't remember, it was like 24 and 79 or something like that. It's equally 24 and 79. I see them as both. It's both at the same time. One slightly more greenish, one slightly more reddish, but it's both at the same time. And he's sort of like, "Shit, you probably do. Fuck." So anyways, yeah. Anyways, I have tetrachromia. But I experience eye strain because I look at my screen for so long all day long. So I discovered that there was some random setting, like, in the back end of my monitor, which was basically like eye protection. And I was like, okay, well, we'll turn it to that. And ever since then, I've been like, oh no, I don't actually have as much eye strain if everything's just a little more grayscale and a little bit brighter. So it's a little, the gamma on my screen is a little bit more towards the cheaty brightness of, like, you know how it's like, make sure you can't really quite see the symbol. I have to remember that I can't actually do that, or you guys can't see my screen. You can't see blue and green. Oh, that's brutal. That's actually a fairly rare combo. Most people have red-green color blindness. But yeah, both my dad and my paternal grandmother have red-green color blindness, which is basically the combo you need to have a chance to spawn in with normal green RGB, as well as the R yellow. Like it's like you have both sets of cones. You have the normal ones from your mother's side, from your father's side. You actually have the yellow sensing cones. So the one thing that is kind of annoying about it is because I can see yellow, actual real yellow, the yellow that's on screens, because screens are RGB, is not real. It's a combination of like red and green pixels. So even this line right here, right in the center, where they're equal, it is still red and green to me. It isn't actually yellow. There's nothing here that's yellow, unless there's actually something yellow on my desk. Sorry, I discovered I had a small package of peanuts. I am enjoying peanuts. Which isn't technically what I need to eat right now, but it's fine. We'll pretend that it's got the good chemicals. Okay, I was using that color. We want to go here-ish? Yeah, there's something weird about, like, color blindness and how it kind of, like, does this thing where it skips generations in specific ways. Of all the things that, like, kind of do that whole skipping generations thing, color blindness seems to be the one that you can, like, sort of predict who's gonna end up with it. If my brother had a better than 50% chance to end up colorblind and didn't, and I ended up with tetrachromia, and my sister ended up with normal vision. Oh yeah, you guys can see my cursor. Sometimes the cursor doesn't show up properly. But I'm literally like doing like two hairs and some air, as Bob Ross would call it. So I'm like sitting here just going back and forth with like the lightest, tiniest bit of pressure, because I'm like, I can't make this too dark, it'll look wrong. Hey, Aries/Luna the cat. So the purple and blue on my model is red and gray. Oh, that would look really cool. What's am I doing? Am I drawing? Well, what do you call this? Digital arting. I'm arting. I'm making the arts, and they're pretty, I hope. Just like me. Another no I Oh, forgive me for saying that they might be that specific brand, because I've heard like some people are like, these ones aren't real, they're not really real, they're not real. So I don't know if they're real. But if they're those Enchroma ones, that's so cool. I don't know, I feel like I fell for a scam because people, like, I watched so many videos of like people looking at, like, putting the glasses on and being all doubtful and then putting them on and then going, oh my god, is that what purple looks like? And I'm like, oh my god, because I don't know, it seemed really honest to me. You should keep her inside and make sure you get her spayed as soon as possible, because you really don't want kittens. The reason why I say that is either you keep them or you realize that nobody's got time to spare for extra kittens, which turns into incredibly sad circumstance where either you go into the poorhouse trying to deal with extra kittens, or, you know, you have to find some way to, like, you know, offload them on somebody who probably doesn't have enough money to take care of the kittens. Spay the cat. It costs less than cat food. Oh, that's so cool! Also, it's kind of cool that you can put on the glasses and you can be like, hey, yo, there's more colors. Actually, you know, it'd be really fun. You said blue and green, right? To me. There. I can turn my hair yellow so you can be like, hey, yo, more colors. Yeah. I am so weird. I'm trying to draw an ocean that's both upside down and right side up at the same time. Cause why not make this more complicated? It has been such a hot second since I've watched a tutorial on how to paint an ocean. We're just gonna channel our Bob Ross here and get her going. Your mom can't see hues of reds? I can't differentiate? Maybe like, I can draw seafoam? I can do it. I'd be like, are those waves going in opposite directions? The water's choppy. Choppy water, it's choppy. Oh, you have selective mutism? Before somebody comes in here going, wait a second, is that Nyx or is that Honey? It's Nyx. And you're like, what? Yes, it's DID. It's extra folks in the head. That's technically Honey's model. And you're like, her name's Honey? Yes, her name's Honey. Pick the name. And it suits her. Her cousin likes to go, oh honey, against her. To be fair, they have way too much fun with that, and but yeah, selective mutism is just such a pain, especially with friends who say they get it, and then promptly forget that they said that, and then promptly get real mad that you can't talk sometimes. That's bullshit of the highest order. We want to do a slightly more saturated, slightly more dark, but not too dark, but not too light. Stripey is right here. Not too dark, not too light. Man, until I figured out that I'm one of those people who, I don't know what they're called, but, like, you know how, like, there's some people who, like, somehow interfere with electricity-type things? Like, I don't know, I generate electricity, but like I generate static really easily, and I make things be weird sometimes. But apparently it's a fairly normal phenomenon. It just, some people have the incredible bad luck of just like, you know, causing glitches and shit. You know what helped me the most? The funniest thing? Is when I stopped wearing socks. I used to wear socks all of the time because I was like scared of like, I don't know, like not having socks on my feet for some reason. They were comfy, I suppose. But yeah, once I stopped wearing socks all the time, it helped. It fixed the problem. As long as I'm properly grounded, I can't generate the static electricity that makes everything go to fucking hell. Oh, that's so unfun. Sorry, I just read your last sentence there. Mood? Biggest mood. If something spoops near me, I cannot be held responsible for wanting to punch the spoops. You spoop, I smash, and not in the Beverly Crusher way. Do a little bit of mush. Moosh this into place just a teeny bit. Zoom in here. Try not to overdo the details, but it is important for me to actually make sure that I'm doing this at the right level. I need to go on to Bob... Is it Bob Pinkline? It is. I want to... I do believe it'll be fingertip. Oh, maybe that's too much. Bye, Aries. I wouldn't even know where to start, cause like I mean, depending on whether or not like you live where you live, like if you live like in the South U.S., you could have literally been in like haunted everything every single day. You're like everything's haunted down in the Southern U.S. It's all haunted. That's looking pretty good. That's looking pretty good. We're gonna put some rain in there tomorrow. That's looking pretty good. Yes. Okay. We need some works on it. What's funny is I'll be able to do a whole bunch of work really, really rapidly once I'm freaking done trying to get the sky to look right. Why is that lit on my head? Because okay, so long story short, at one point in time, you see the Aron that's sitting there looking all shy and shit? At one point in time, I had all of those Pokemon on rotation over my head. All of the time. So, technically most of the Pokemon have been drawn without them being hats in mind, but at one point in time, someone was just like, you should draw, you know, one that looks like a hat, so I did. I drew a Litten that looks like a hat, so that I actually have a cat hat. So the Pokemon eventually got moved off of my head, because they were kind of hard to actually attach properly. They were a pain in my ass, so I just moved them to be a rotating GIF that people can change. And then yeah.